it says something about you. The thing is, when you commit yourself to a program or to any task that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you know that it's doable and people have done it, if you allow yourself this time to not finish it, you'll never go back from that. Assalamu alaikum. I got a question from Sabina, and Sabina is telling us that she joined a PhD program when her daughter was a baby and dedicated most of her time to her, but now she wants to finish her degree and she's finding it hard to concentrate on work. Her daughter is now 8 years old, so it sounds like she's been in this program for a long time and it's just getting near the end. And now that the fact that she's finding it hard to concentrate on work is something that she never struggled with before, and now she feels like she wants to give up but feels so ashamed in front of her family to do so. Now Sabina, just to give you guys a context, she mentions this in the email. She's a convert, but her family is Christian. They're prejudiced against Islam. Her husband is an Arab. They're prejudiced against Arabs. So now she's got kind of a double strike right there. And if she drops out of the program, of course, it's going to be because she became Muslim and married an Arab. And that's why she didn't finish her PhD. At least that's how they'll see it. And so now she's wondering, should she continue because she doesn't want to get that? And is that the right motivation to finish her degree? She's just wondering what she needs to do. Well, I would say that I think you should think back to the time when you started your degree. I mean, when you first joined the PhD program, it wasn't because you had a motivation that was external to you. It wasn't because you were worried about your family, unless it was. But it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it was something that you were genuinely interested in. People that get into a PhD program, I mean, those of you who are not in graduate studies may find it difficult to comprehend why someone would dedicate so many years of their lives to study a small little minutia of a subject, but it's really passion. You're so interested in this thing that you want to see it through and you want to discover something about it. You want to figure something about it. So I would suggest you think back to when you first joined the program. What is it that got you excited? It's usually something really simple about it that you have neglected now and you've lost that passion. You say that you find it hard to focus on work. Maybe it's because you're just thinking about the big picture too much instead of just thinking about the everyday tasks. Thing is about major accomplishments, if you look at the big picture, it sounds daunting. It looks daunting. It feels like you'll never be able to do it. But if you break it down into small little components and just think, all right, so day by day, this is my schedule. Just take the big picture and divide it into small steps. And now your goal is to complete those small steps. I wouldn't really focus so much on the family though. You don't really want to live a life and lead a life where everything you do is because of out of fear that you may not get approval due to certain life choices that you've made. In your case, you became a Muslim and you married an Arab man and now you have a daughter, and so you're always worried about their approval. I wouldn't really focus on that. The thing is, there's a verse in the Quran وَلَن تَرْضَى عَنْكَ الْيَهُودُ وَلَا النَّصَارَى حَتَّى تَتَّبِعَ مِلَّتَهُم, that the Jews and the Christians will never be pleased with you until you follow their way. This verse can be applied generally. Non-believers, people that don't agree with your metaphysical, cosmological belief system, it doesn't matter how much you try to appease them and what you try to do, they'll never be happy with you. They'll always find some way to just say, this doesn't really work. And so if I'm talking about people that are not the type of live to live and let live. I'm talking about people that deliberately are focused on making sure you understand that they disapprove of your life choices. And that usually has to do with family. So I wouldn't focus so much on them. I would think that my suggestion to you is, first of all, reflect back on the time when you started your PhD. What made you start it? It's a subject that you clearly are passionate about. That's why you got into the long haul. And break the tasks that you need to accomplish for you to finish into smaller steps. And just focus on getting the smaller steps done. If you look at the big picture, it will be daunting and you'll be discouraged. I mean, I went through it. I remember towards the end, I think I mentioned this before, but I was looking at what is the percentage of people that drop out of the PhD program, because I wanted to excuse myself. I wanted to give myself an excuse. Well, if so many people are dropping out, then I'm not that unique. I'm not that much of a failure. Well, it's still a failure. I mean, you've committed to something. It says something about you. The thing is, when you commit yourself to a program or to any task that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you know that it's doable and people have done it, if you allow yourself this time to not finish it, you'll never go back from that. And this is what really scares me into doing things. If I've committed to doing something, I'm gonna get it done. Because if I don't get it done, that says something about me as a person, that I'm somebody who starts something and doesn't finish it, and that's not right. You should be somebody who says, you know, just persevere through it and get it done. You'll grow as a person. Aside from getting a PhD, you'll grow as a person. The sense of accomplishment that you have finished something this long and this demanding, I can't describe it to you. So I would definitely, I would suggest you, first of all, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help to, of course, grant you patience and all of these things, but you got this. Don't worry about your family and what they think, though. I wouldn't really focus so much on that. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Assalamu alaikum. So now you've seen some of the videos. I'm going to be trying to post these scattered thoughts, I'm actually going to call it, because they're just scattered thoughts, as often as possible. I'm trying to go for a minimum of 4 times a week, but I'm trying to build this platform on YouTube. So I'm hoping that if you enjoy this content, that you would subscribe, like, comment below, and share this video, and tell your mommy, tell your daddy, tell your pops, tell your grandpa, tell your grandma, tell everybody. If there is any benefit that can be derived from these, I would really appreciate it if you can spread it.